Hey guys, it's Frank from Cruising with Wheels. And because I'm the one that worries most about the money and most about the budget, today's video, the top 12 hidden costs when you take a cruise. Watch out for those budget busters. So, number one on my list of possible budget busters is booking the cruise. You know, people get so excited when they start talking about booking a cruise. And then they go online and they start checking all the websites. And they get enamored with all the pricing that they see. And they're looking at things like, $3.99 for a week's cruise, $4.99, ooh, balcony, ooh, a mini suite. And they're like, wow, let's see, $4.99, the two of us, this cruise is gonna cost us, I don't know, sounds like $1,000. Well, let me tell you, don't get enamored with what you see. There are hidden costs. Things you might not realize. Things like, let me give you an example of someone's cruise and how it all breaks down. Okay, so let's say we're going on a 7-8 day cruise, and let's see, cruise $664 per person. Okay, that's $1,328 for the two of them. But do you know you have to pay port fees and taxes for the whole week's cruise? That comes to, let's say, $773 more. And what about if you've purchased any packages, like drink packages or dining packages? You know, you have to pay the taxes on that too. And on this cruise, it was like almost $250 just for taxes on those packages. Booking fees? Who did you book with? Was there a fee involved? And how about gratuities? That's right, people. You have to pay gratuities. On this cruise, it was about $200. This whole cruise was like $2,600. So let's not look at it and go, oh, $664 per person? We can afford $1,300. No, you can't. It's $2,600 at the end of the day. What about your airfare? You got to plan all this stuff out. So really look at what is the total cost. You might not realize. Number two on my list, those airport baggage fees. When you go to the airport, you're standing at the counter and they're looking at your luggage. Are they charging you a certain price per bag? What if it's over their weight limit? Uh-oh! They're going to charge you more money, more hidden fees. Take a look at their list. You don't want to be nickel and dime, but the reality is there are charges looming over your heads everywhere. The third thing on my list, let's talk about those drink packages on board the cruise ships. Now, for the purposes of this conversation, we'll be talking about our favorite cruise line, NCL. Let's read a little bit about what they have regarding their ultimate beverage package. Well, let's see. They say things like the ultimate beverage package is $89 per day per person. And you know that every adult guest in that cabin has to purchase it. No exceptions. Well, if it's one adult and one underage child under the age of 21, that person is required to purchase the soda package, which is about $8 a day. But there's conditions to these things, all right? Certain things are not included. in the drink package. So it's not like, hey, I paid for liquor. I'm paying that $89 a day. Everywhere I see liquor is mine. Well, that's not what happens. Okay, because drinks via room service, not covered. Special ship promotions, not covered. Beer buckets, no, sorry, not part of it. Bottled wine, no, not going to happen. Bottled water, sorry, not part of the package. Fresh squeezed juices, not for you. Select Lavazza coffee beverages, no specialty coffees. It's very sad. Energy drinks, any liquor that comes out of vending machines, wine stations. I mean, glasses of wine over $15, not part of it. So you really have to think about what it covers. Now, we're not big drinkers, so, this is not for us. I mean, you really got to be drinking a lot of liquor to really make this worthwhile. And also, if you're talking top shelf liquor, not covered by the liquor packages, lower end house brands. So let's say you're ordering a drink and you're only covered to about, let's say, $9 a drink. If you order top shelf liquor to go in that drink and it's ends up being like $13, you're paying the $4 difference. That charge is going to be on your ship bill. Okay? So again, that all adds up. So you got to realize that, the package you bought for your liquor only covers certain things and up to a certain value per drink. And anything over that value, you're paying the difference. Now, the third thing I want to talk about relates to the drink packages, and that is the mini bar. The mini bar, the mini fridge that's in your cabin. Now, the mini bar is loaded with drinks and snacks, water, soda, liquor. That's not free. That's not part of your drink package. That isn't in your room as your convenience. You have to pay for that. I mean, you're looking at things like, liquor could be like $4 to $6 an item. Water and soda, an extra $3 to $4 a bottle or can. And you know what? You got to pay that extra 18% service fee. This stuff isn't free, people. So, you got to know up front and do your homework in terms of what's going to be on your bill at the end of this cruise. You don't want to be shocked thinking, we didn't really do much because we had all these packages we paid for. Our bill, 1 to 2 pages, and then you go the last day and it's a 10-page bill. The next thing I want to talk about, number 5, is water bottles that are already sitting in your cabin. And you may get there, and you get into your cabin, and you're unpacking, and you look over on the desk, and you might see these. You might see bottles of sparkling water, San Pellegrino, some Aqua Panna, and they're sitting there, and you're like, oh, how nice! Isn't that great? These great bottles of water. How nice of the cruise ship to leave them for us. Well, they didn't leave them for you. They hope you drink them because you know what? It's going to cost you. I mean, you're looking at $4 to $5 for San Pellegrino and the Aqua Panna. This stuff is not free. And if you use that and you drink it, your cabin steward the next day is going to tally that on your bill when they check your room and clean it. Or by, every day, if you're drinking it, every day you're going to get charged. It's how it works. Number 6 on the list, specialty dining restaurants. Now, you may book a cruise and think, yeah, but all the food is included. No, it's not. It's not all included. Everything isn't free. Yeah, they have several main dining rooms and several venues that are free. But if you go to specialty restaurants, let's say on NCL, La Cucina Italian restaurant, you're looking at like $9 charges for pasta, $18 to $22 for like main meat dishes. But then you got to add on appetizers, salads. It's all a la carte. So you're looking at like, $30, $35 a la carte charges there. If you go to like, let's say Cagney Steakhouse, you're looking at $20 to $25 for a main course meat dinner. But again, add on the appetizer, add on the salad, add on the dessert. It's going to cost you like $35 to $40. Is it worth it? In our opinion, it is. The food is to die for. So if you want to get out of the main dining room and that everyday fare, and the food's, it's okay, go to a specialty restaurant. But again, it's going to cost you extra money. They're great. I encourage you to take the leap. Special occasion, even if it's for one night, do it. And number 7 on my list is room service. Now, you may get it on your cruise ship and into your cabin and look at the room service list and menu, okay? And certain cruise lines, they will charge you for room service items. And in other cruise lines, room service food is free. Now, I always say, come on. You know what? It may say free, but, is it really free? Aren't you really paying for that in some way, shape, or form by maybe the cost of the cruise, that you went on this cruise line and you paid a little bit more, but you know what? This room service food is free. You're paying for it somewhere. I'm sorry. I hate to be a Debbie Downer, but somewhere along the line you're paying for it. And though it says free, you know what? Maybe they're charging you a service delivery fee. That's right. In a lot of cases, if you order at room service after hours or certain time of the day or night, you may be paying maybe a $4.95 service delivery fee. So this nice crew member is delivering your food, and the food you picked on the menu is just awesome, but a $4.95 service fee is going to be added to your bill. Don't think it's all free, because it's not. Now, number 8 on my list, the dreaded cruise ship ATM machines. Lord, we try not to use them. We try to plan our cruise accordingly. We know exactly what's going to go on our ship's shipboard account. We've brought enough cash with us to know. But, if something happens and we're forced to use the ATM machine, there's a fee. It's usually $6 per ATM transaction. And you notice the ATMs that are right there outside the casino? Dangerous. Be careful of those, because these ATM machines are gonna kill you. And number 9 on my list, internet packages. Now, every cruise line has different internet packages. But again, for this video, we'll talk about NCL. Now, NCL has changed their internet plans. So they're a little bit different now. And Kevin has done an in-depth video, link above, on internet packages. So click on that to get all the details. But let me go through some of the basics and where you might have a problem. Now, they have minute plans and social media plans. Now, they have their unlimited Wi-Fi package. And it gives you access to unlimited web surfing, email access, social media access, and all apps. But this package does not allow streaming. It's $25.50 online price per day. And you know what? That's if you book ahead before you sail, because if you book it when you get on the ship, it's $29.99 for the onboard price. Again, there's some hidden fees there, so to speak. So make sure that you always have in your mind, do I order it at home before I set sail and get a cheaper price? Or do I wait to get on board the ship and then think about ordering it? You know what? It's going to be a little bit more. So think about that always. Next, they have their unlimited premium Wi-Fi package, which is a little bit more. And it gives you access to unlimited web surfing, email access, social media access, and all apps. But this one gives you the streaming options for YouTube, Netflix, Amazon Prime Videos, Audible, Hulu, and much, much more. So that's why it's a little bit more. Then they have their basic unlimited social media package, and that's kind of like their cheapest. $12.50 per day when you book at home, $14.99 if you book on the ship. It's unlimited social media, access to the majority of social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, WeChat, whatever those chats are, I don't know. And then they have their final, which is their 1 minute package that they have. It's the 250-minute anytime internet. $105 when you book online at home, but $125 if you buy it while you're on the ship. So, geez, get it at home. Sorry. So those are the basic plans they have on NCL. But I wanted to tell you a story because it involves the hidden cost issue we're talking about. And that's when we were on the NCLJ, we had a problem with our minute plan. And the issue we found out that you may not know is you've got to make sure you log off. Don't just close, your laptop. Now, whether you're using the internet cafe or your laptop, whatever, but don't just walk away, or don't just close your laptop and say, I'm done. You must log off. And if you don't log off, it's going to eat away at your minutes. We had that happen to us. They had a glitch in their system. It wasn't because of us. Kevin kept trying to hit the log off, and it wouldn't allow him. And as he's hitting log off, he's watching the minutes get eaten up. He was freaking out. But he went down to guest services, and he told them what the problem was, and indeed there was an issue. He was able to prove his case, and NCL gave us back all the minutes and reimbursed us for all of that. Thank you, NCL. You're awesome. So, again, some hidden costs you might not realize that if you don't log off, unbeknownst to you, in the darkness of the internet, it's eating away at your minutes. And then you go to log back on and it says you've got nothing. And you're wondering, well, that can't be. I had 100 minutes left. Well, yeah, you thought you did, but you didn't. Sorry. Now, you can use their internet cafe, or like us, we bring our own laptop computer. But you know what? If you factor it all out, it's kind of scary. Kevin said to me, do you know that what we spent 1 week on the cruise ship for the internet package equals 4 months worth of paying for internet at home? And I'm like, are you kidding me? Oh God, I'm glad he told me that after the cruise. Number 10 on my list, theater shows. Now, a lot of times the theater shows are complimentary. I mean, they're free. But you know what? On some of the big mega ships and on some of the cruises, and because there are certain productions, you have to buy a ticket and pay a fee. So you can go to these beautiful theaters, but it might cost you. And some of the theater productions, you're looking at $20 a ticket. So please make sure when you're booking and you're looking at entertainment, you're looking to see if there's a ticket price involved because of the show, or whether it is complimentary and free. Don't assume. Again, you don't want these extra charges on your bill at the end. Now, number 11 on my list, laundry room. Now, some ships like Carnival actually have a guest laundry room. And it's really kind of cool. The last sailing we did, we were on the Carnival Valor, the laundry room was across from our cabin. And it was great. But again, you have to pay for it. Use your sail and sign card. It's going to cost you. They have a dispenser machine for you to buy packets of detergent and, of course, the washers and dryers. But it's not free. Also, the ships mostly provide a laundry service where they will actually pick up your dirty laundry, do it for you, wash it, press it, fold it, and deliver it back. But check out the list. It's not free. Along with that comes a dry cleaning service. And again, check the list. Not free. And last but not least, number 12 are ship activities and services. Again, don't assume because you paid the per person cruise fare price that everything's included on the ship. It is not. There's services like childcare and babysitting. That can run you up to $24 per session per child. And then maybe the second child, it's usually they charge you a little less, maybe $20. But again, check out the cruise line you're going on. If you got little kids and you need babysitting services because you want to have a late night out or a private dinner, something's going on, you got to check it out. You can't just notify the services and make the reservation and think it's free and that they're at their they're at your beck and call. They're not. The next thing, certain things like on the brand new NCL Bliss that we'll be on, they have racetrack with go-karts. That's $7 to do that. It's not free. Or they also have laser tag. Oh, the laser tag, it's so exciting. Ooh, can you imagine running around, shooting at everybody? Nope, that's $5 per session. And on other ships, they have bowling alleys. Bowling alleys on ships, $5 per game. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of information on where you possibly may have your budget a little busted. Okay, so keep all of this in mind when you're booking a cruise. And that's why Kevin and I lay it all out, list it all out. We know exactly how much we're going to spend because after we're done booking the cruise, then we book our airfare, we account for the luggage check fees, we book our transportation, whether it's going to be bus, cab, or a private car service. We get on board, we have already pre-booked any specialty restaurants, pre-booked any shows, we pre-booked any excursions, and most of the time, before we leave this house, they are already paid for. So that when we get on board, we know that what we do, we always prepay our tips, our gratuities. So that when we get there, it's very minimal what goes on our shipboard account. We have seen people at guest services receiving a bill that's like 20 pages thick. There was a guy on board whose bill was like $10,000. Can you imagine? Oh my God, what did he spend it on? What did he buy? I hope he had the money, because let me tell you, if you don't pay the bill, you don't get off the ship. End of story. So, on behalf of Kevin and myself from Cruising with Wheels, I want to thank you for joining me today. And remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we're on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram. I'm always forgetting. So, We'll see you next time for another exciting episode on something that maybe you have suggested. We love subscriber-inspired videos. Bye-bye now.